Good evening, everyone. This is Crime Alley Comics, and welcome to episode 46 of the Comic Book Artist Spotlight. We are doing part 2 of Gil Kane tonight, so we'll finish him up, and then we'll move on to the next artist next week. But there was so much information on Gil Kane, I broke it up into 2 videos. So let's get started. Last week we talked about some of the earlier years of Gil Kane. So now we're going to talk about his later career. During the 1970s and 1980s, Kane did character designs for various Hanna-Barbera and Ruby Spears animated TV series, including The Centurions, which he co-created with Jack Kirby. And then in 1974, he contributed to redesigning the obscure Marvel Comics character, the Cat, into Tigra. And 3 years later, created the newspaper daily comic strip Starhawks with writer Ron Goulart. The strip, which ran through 1981, was known for its experimental use of a 2-tier format during the first years. During this decade, he also illustrated paperback and record album covers. He drew model box art, and he co-wrote with John Jakes. The 1980 novel Excalibur, he drew the John Carter Warlord of Mars series for Marvel beginning in June of 1977. In 1971, Kane met Michael Greg Regner, then the editor of French-Belgian comics anthology Tintin Weekly. He ended up creating a science fiction fantasy tale called Jason Drum about an astronaut stranded on a sword and sorcery world. The series debuted in Tintin Weekly, making the cover of the number 202 in July of 1979. Due to a medical emergency, Kane reaches out to Joe Staton to help with layouts, and starting with Tintin number 205, uninked penciled pages are sent to France. Belgian artist Franz inks 5 pages of Kane's pencils and inks the last page of the story himself. That was in issue number 206 and 207, August of 1978. After his recovery, Kane loses contact with Tintin, and that's Tintin, just in case you were wondering. In 2006, Kane's friend Gary Groth and publisher at Fantagraphics discovered that Kane evidently finished the Jason Drum project with 44 fully linked pages with dialogue. The project has never been published in English, but the original 27-page version, assisted by Staton and Franz, was published in some other languages, including Swedish, as backup in Leif Falk's The Phantom in 1980. Kane was one of the artists on the double-sized Justice League of America number 200, March of 1982. And he had a brief run on the Micronauts series in 1982. And then in the early 1980s, he shared regular art duties on the Superman feature in Action Comics with Kurt Swain, and contributed to the 1988 Superman animated TV series. The Brainiac character, a nemesis of Superman, was revised by Kane and Marv Wolfman in Action Comics number 544, June of 1983. He was one of the contributors to the DC Challenge limited series in 1986. Kane was the artist on the early Green Lantern series in the short-lived anthology Action Comics Weekly from issues 601 to 605 with writer James Owsley, and illustrated the Nightwing cover for issue number 628 in 1988. He returned to drawing the Atom in the Sword of the Atom limited series, a collaboration with writer Jan Sternad in 1989-1990. In 1989 to 1990, Kane illustrated a comic book adaptation of Richard Wagner's mythological opera epic, The Ring of the Nibelung. During the following decade, Kane drew for publishers including Topps Comics, for which he illustrated a miniseries adaptation of the film Jurassic Park, for Malibu Comics, for which he and writer Steve Grant created the superhero Edge for a 1994-1995 miniseries, Awesome Entertainment, in which he illustrated Alan Moore's 4-page Kid Thunder story, Judgment Day, 1868, in Judgment Day Alpha No. 1, June of 1997, and DC, for which he drew several Superman stories. He was one of the many creators for contributing to the Superman The Wedding album one-shot, wherein the title character married Lois Lane. He and his former apprentice, Howard Chaykin, worked together again on a 3-part story for Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 24 through 26, November of 91 through January of 92, and the Superman Distant Fires one-shot in 1998. Kane collaborated with writer Mark Waid on the life story of the Flash graphic novel. As well, during that decade, he designed the set of the 1997 Santa Monica Playhouse production of the play Lovely. Though his last full comics during his lifetime was Awesome's 40-page Judgment Day Aftermath No. 1, March of 1998, written by Moore and featuring the characters and teams Glory, Space Hunter, Youngblood, and others in the individual tales. His final narrative works, all for DC, were penciling the 2-page Antibiotics, The Killers That Save Lives in Celebrate the Century Superhero Stamp Album No. 5 in 1999. Portions of 7 pages and the cover, all shared with humor artist Sergio Aragones of DC's Fanboys No. 2, 1999, and a 2-page pastiche of the 1970s Hostess Fruit Pies superhero ads, The Star Sheriff in Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins No. 2, September 1999. His last published comic art during his lifetime was a 1-page illustration in Dark Horse Comics' Sin City, Hell and Back, No. 4, October of 1999. Posthumously published was his final completed work, the 2-issue Green Lantern / Atom story in Legends of the DC Universe No. 28 and 29, May and June of 2000. 4 years later, the final issue, drawn in the mid-1990s, of Malibu's planned 4-issue miniseries Edge as part of the iBooks hardcover collection The Last Heroes. He remained active as an artist until his death on January 31st of 2000 in Miami, Florida, from complications of lymphoma. He was survived by his second wife, Elaine, as well as a son and 2 stepchildren, Scott, Eric, and Beverly. For a time, the family lived in Wilton, Connecticut, where he was drama chairman of the Wilton Arts Council. His final home was Aventura, Florida. I think that's how it's pronounced. An homage to Kane and to writer John Broome appears in Darkest Night, a novelization of the Justice League animated series. The book refers to the Kane-Broome Institute for Space Studies in Coast City. The Broome-Kane galaxy in Green Lantern Emerald Knights is named for him and John Broome. Writer Alan Moore made Kane a character in Awesome Comics' Judgment Day Aftermath, which Kane illustrated. While he was alive, Kane was made the lead character in writer Mike Frederick's story, His Name is Kane. a play on Kane's His Name is Savage in DC's Supernatural, Supernatural Anthology, House of Mystery number 180 in June of 1969. In the 6.5-page tale, penciled by Kane and inked by Wally Wood, frustrated comic book artist Gil Kane kills his House of Mystery editor Joe Orlando. Orlando, also an artist, and Frederick exact revenge by drawing Kane into artwork that is then framed and mounted in the house. Kane's work has been extensively reprinted. Marvel Comics released Marvel Visionaries Gil Kane in 2002, and DC Comics published Adventures of Superman Gil Kane in 2013. IDW released an artist edition, a reproduction of the original art of Kane's Spider-Man work in 2012. Kane received awards, numerous awards, over the years, including the 1971, 1972, and 1975 National Cartoon Society Award for Comic Book Stories and Groups, Newspaper Strips, Story Strips Award. That's how it's laid out. For 1977, for Starhawks. He also received the comic book industry's Shazam Award for special recognition in 1971 for Black Mark, his paperback comic novel, and was given an Inkpot Award in 1975. Kane was named to both the Eisner Award Hall of Fame and the Harvey Award Jack Kirby Hall of Fame in 1997. Work by Kane was part of the 1995 Muckenthaler Cultural Center exhibit, and the exhibit was called Kapow, a showcase of superheroes, and that was in Fullerton, California. Alright, that's most of the information I have for Gil Kane. Now I want to talk about things he has participated in. So Adventure House Press, he did His Name is Savage, 1968, which we've talked about. And then, now there's a long list for DC Comics, okay? So, we'll start out with Action Comics Superman, number 539 to 541, 544 through 546, 551 through 554, 642, 4 pages only, and 715. And then Green Lantern number 601 and 60 through 605, Nightwing cover art number 627, and that was from 1983 to 1995. Adventure Comics number 92 through 99, 101 and 102, and 425 from 1944 to 1946 and in 1972. Adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog number 3 through 46, 1952 to 59. All-American Men of War number 12, 1954. All-American Western number 107 and 108, 114, 115, and 117 through 126 from 1949 to 1952. All-Star Comics number 53, 1950. All-Star Western 58 through 75 and number 80 through 119, 1951 to 1961. All-Star Western Volume 2, number 3 and 4, 6 and 8, 1970 to 71. Atari Force number 3 and 5 in 1982 and 1983. Atom number 1 through 37 from 1962 to 1968. Batman number 208, 1969. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 24 through 26, 1991 to 1992. Blue Beetle number 22, 1988. Blue Devil number 7 in 1984. Boy Commandos number 30 and 31 and number 35, 1948 and 1949. Captain Action number 2 through 5, 1968 and 69. DC Challenge number 4, 1986. DC Comics presents Johnny Thunder number 28, Rex the Wonder Dog, number 35. Superman and Shazam, annual number 3. And that was from 1980 to 1984. Detective Comics, Batman and Robin, number 371 through and 374. Elongated Man, number 368, 370, 372, and 373. Batgirl, 384 and 385. 388, 389, 392, 393, 396, 401, 406, and 407. He worked on Robin, number 390 and 391, 394, 398, 399, 402, and 403. Catwoman, 520. And that was from 1967 to 1982. Doomsday Annual, number 1, 1995. Falling in Love, number 3, 5, 32, 70, and 73, 1956 to 1965. Fanboy, number 2, 1999. The Flash, number 195, 197 through 199, 1970. Forbidden Tales of Dark Mansion, number 13, 1973. Girls' Love Stories, number 32, 1954. Girls' Romances, number 25, 29, and 107 in 1954 through 1965. Green Lantern, Volume 2, number 1 through 61, 68 through 75, and number 156. Green Lantern Corps, 177. Green Lantern Corps number 223 and 224. Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins number 2. That was in 1999. Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins. Oh, I just read that one. Hawk and the Dove number 3 through 6, 1968 to 69. House of Mystery number 180, 184, 196, 253, and 300. 1969 through 1982. House of Secrets, number 85, 1970. Jimmy Wakely, number 6 through 11, and number 15 through 18, 1950 to 1952. Justice League of America, number 200, 6 pages only, in 1982. Legend of DC Universe, Green Lantern and the Atom, number 28 and 29, in 2000. Life Story of the Flash, hardcover, 1997. Metal Men, number 30 and 31. Mr. District Attorney, number 15, in 1950. Mysteries in Space, number 3 through 5, number 12 through 16, 18 through 43, 47, 50, 53, 54, 56, 59 through 61, 67, and 100 through 102, from 1951 to 1961, and then in 1965. Wow. He did a lot of stuff for DC. Moving on. Our Army at War, number 1 and 3, in 1952. Plastic Man, number 1, 1966. Power of Shazam, number 14 and 19. This issue with Joe Staton in 1996. Ring of the Nibelung, number 1 through 4, miniseries, 1990. Secret Hearts, number 22, 35, and 95, 1954 to 64. Secret Origins, Volume 2, Blue Beetle, number 2. Midnight, and Midnight, number 2, 1986 through 1988. Sensation Comics, number 70 through 74 and 89, and those were of Wildcat, and then number 109 or 101, 103 through 106. Sensation Comics, number 70 and 74 and 89. Wildcat, number 101 and 103 through 106. Astra, number 109, and that was 1947 to 1952. Sensation Mystery, number 115, 1953. Showcase Green Lantern, number 22 through 24. The Atom, number 34 through 36, and that was from 1959 to 1962. Star Spangled Comics, 31 and 32 in 1944. Star Spangled War Stories, 1957 to 1973, but its numbers 55 and 169. Static, number 31, 1996. Strange Adventures, number 7, 8, 11, 16, 25 through 29, 31, 35 through 81, and 83, 106, 108, 113, 124, 125, 130, 138, 146, 148, 151, 153, 154. No, then they've got 15, but I'm thinking they might have left a number off there. Then 159, 173, 174, 176, 179, 182, 184 through 186. And Adam Strange, number 222. That was from 1951 to 1970. Super DC Giant, number S-15 in 1970. Superman, Fabulous World of Krypton, number 367 and 375. Superman 2021, number 372. That was in 1982. Superman Volume 2, number 99. And 101 through 103, 1995. Superman Blood of My Ancestors with John Buscema, 2003. Superman Distant Fires, 1998. Superman Special number 1 and 2, 1983-1984. Superman The Wedding Album, Among Other Artists, 1996. Sword of Adam number 1 through 4 miniseries. Special and the Special number 1 and 2, 1983-85. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps Annual number 1, 1985. Tales of the Unexpected number 88, 1965. Talus of the Wilderness Sea, 1987. Teen Titans number 19 and 22 through 24, 1969. Teen Titans Volume 2 number 12, 1997. Time Warp number 2, 1979. Vigilante number 12 and 13, 1984. Weird Mystery Tales number 10, 1974. Weird Western Tales number 15 and 20, 1972 and 73. Western Comics number 43 through 76. Nighthawk 77 through 85, and Matt Savage, and it doesn't give any numbers, just date, 1954 to 1961. Witching Hour number 12, 1970. World's Finest Comics, Green Arrow and Black Canary number 282 and 283. Captain Marvel number 282 in 1982, and Young Romance 175 in 1971. And then for Lee Lombard, he did the 1010 magazine with Jason Drum, or no, I guess that's the name of it, Jason Drum. I'm not sure. Anyway, number 202 through 205, 1979. Malibu Comics, he did Edge number 1 through 3 in 1994. And now for Marvel Comics, and there's a bunch of Marvels. Adventure into Fear, Morbius number 21, 1974. Adventures into Terror number 13, 17, and 21, 1952 to 1953. Adventures into Weird Worlds number 12, 1952. The Amazing Spider-Man number 89 through 92, 96 through 105, 120 through 124, 150, Annual 10, and number 24, and that's from 1970 to 76, and then in 1990. Astonishing Tales, Kazar number 11 and 15 in 1972. Captain America 145 with John Romita Jr., 1972. Captain Marvel number 17 through 21, 1969 to 70. Conan the Barbarian number 12, 17, 18, and 127 through 134. Also the annual number 6 and the giant sized number 1 through 4. That was 1971 through 1982. Creatures on the Loose. Gulliver Jones, number 16 and 17, 1972. Daredevil 141, 146 through 148, and 151, 1977 to 1978. Okay, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, Son of the Tiger, number 23, 1976. Ghost Rider number 21, 1976. Giant Size Defenders number 2, 1974. Giant Size Superheroes number 1, Spider-Man, the Man-Wolf, and Morbius, 1974. Girl Confessions number 31, 1952. Inhumans number 5 through 7, 1976. The Invincible Iron Man number 43 through 50, and that was in 1972. John Carter, Warlord of Mars, number 1 through 10, 1977-78. Journey into Mystery, Volume 2, number 1 and 2, and that was 1972. Jungle Action, Volume 2, Black Panther, number 9, 1974. Kazar the Savage, number 11, 12, and 14, 1982, and that's the Zabu backstory. Cole and the Barbarians, number 2, 1975. Lovers, number 58, 1954. Marvel Comics presents Two Gun Kid, number 116 in 1992. Marvel Fanfare Mowgli, number 9 through 11, 1983. Marvel Heroes and Legends, number 2, 1997. Marvel Premiere Adam Warlock, number 1 and 2, and Iron Fist, number 15, 1972 to 74. Marvel Preview Black Mark, number 17, 1978. Marvel Tales, number 117 in 1953. Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man Teams Up, number 4 through 6, 13, 14, 16 through 19, and 23. That's 1972 to 1974. Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing Team-Ups, number 1 and 2, 1974. Men's Adventures, number 21, 1953. Micronauts, number 38, 40, and 40 through 45, actually, 1982. Monsters Unleashed, number 3, 1973. My Own Romance, number 27, 1953. Mystic, number 8, and number 24, 1952 to 53. New Warriors, annual number 4, 1994. Savage Sword of Conan, number 1 through 4, number 8, 47, 63 through 65, 67, and 85 and 86, 1974 through 1983. Savage Tales, Conan, number 4, with Neil Adams, 1974. Scarlet Spider, number 1 in 1995. Spider-Man, number 63 in 1995. Star Trek, number 15 in 1981. Supernatural Thrillers, number 3 in 1973. Suspense, number 14, 1952. Tales of Suspense, Captain America, number 88 and 90 through 91. That was in 1967. Tales to Astonish, Hulk, number 76 and 88 through 91, 1966 and 67. Thor number 318, 1982. Vampire Tales, Morbius the Living Vampire, number 5. That's 1974. War Comics number 19, 1953. Warlock number 1 through 5, 1972 through 73. Getting close here, boys and girls. Web of Spider-Man, annual number 6 in 1990. Werewolf by Night, number 11 through 12, 1973. What If, Avengers number 3. Spider-Man number 24, 1977 to 1980. Worlds Unknown, number 1 and 2, 1973. Young Allies, number 11, 1944. For Quality Comics, he did Doll Man number 19 in 1948, and for Tower Comics, he did No Man number 1 in 1966 and Thunder Agents number 1, 5, 14, 16, and 16 in 1965 to 67. Whew, what a list. What a list. Okay, so that's all I have for Gil Kane, but I do have a few books I want to show you. didn't I didn't have a chance to pull any more books, but I think I have 4 books out here that Gil Kane done the covers on. I know I have more. I just haven't had a chance to really look through and see what I've got, but I do want to show you a few that I do have. First one being, let me get my microphone over here a little closer so you can hear me. We have Sword of the Atom, number 1 of 4. Very neat cover. And I don't see a signature on this one, so I can't show you the signature. But I think this one has it. This is Talos of the Wilderness C. And this is special number, well, it doesn't have a number, I guess. But anyway, so, yeah, I don't, oh, number 1. Right there in the little bitty letters. Well, let me get it down here where you can see it. Number 1. Okay. Now, right down here at the bottom is Gil Kane's signature. Right there. GK. Right there in the middle. I think you can see it okay. Right there. Doesn't really look like a signature, does it? Okay, DC Comics presents number 58. And, oh, I've got 2 more. DC Comics presents number 62. Alright, and DC Comics presents number 64. And as you can see over here in yellow is his signature again, if it'll focus. There we go. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's a few of the books that I have that Gil Kane did the covers on. I'm sure I have many other books that have Gil Kane's work on the inside, but and probably several more that have that he did the covers on. But like I said before, I just don't have that documented very well to where I know that I have those. But anyway, that is all I have for tonight. That is the end of my Gil Kane spotlight. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or anything to add, please leave comments under this video. I would be very pleased to hear any comments about meeting Gil Kane, or getting his autograph, or just getting to talk to him, or any other information that you know about Gil Kane that I did not cover. Please put it down in the comments below. Very much appreciated. Thank you everyone for stopping by and for watching my videos. I really appreciate this community and all that you guys do. Appreciate your support. I'm up to 614 subscribers now, which is great. Thank you very much. I'm going to be doing another contest before too awful long, but I'm not sure what the theme's going to be yet. Anyway, So you'd be looking forward to that. And then, of course, I'll continue to do the Comic Book Artist Spotlight. I did do a live stream, yeah, yesterday. Well, no, I'm sorry. Yesterday for me right now as I'm recording this was Sunday. So this isn't going to go up till Wednesday. So on Sunday I did a live stream with StreamYard. The first time I've used StreamYard. I'd done that for my last contest drawing, and that seemed very successful. I'm not real pleased with the way YouTube recorded it. The live stream looked great, but when I watch it on YouTube, it don't look bad at first. I mean, it don't look great. It don't look near as good after it was recorded, or after YouTube downloaded, as it did while the live stream was going on. But then when you get towards the end of the video that's now viewable on YouTube, it gets really grainy and really nasty looking. And so I don't know what the deal is there. But anyway, when I was doing the live stream, I wasn't having any trouble with it breaking up. I was concerned about my internet going down, but it didn't. Because it had a little while before I started the live stream, it went down on me. It just kicked out. I kicked it back in and it picked back up. But of course, when you have something like that happen right before your first live stream, you think, okay, what's going to happen? But anyway, it went very well. So I intend to do more live streams. Hopefully I will be live streaming with Daryl from Simply Incredible Podcast before long, and maybe some other people. And I want to try to do some live auctions. So that's all coming down the road here. So anyway, thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great week. God bless. Have a great 4th of July, and enjoy your 4th of July weekend. And we will see you all next video.